welcome to This is Pikeville, a time we sit down with Main Street Director Minta Trimble and Pikeville City Tourism Director Jimmy Taylor. These are the two people who know everything that is going on in the city and will give you the ability to mark your calendars on upcoming events and great activities going on over the next few months. Ladies and gentlemen, good day.
Good day.
Always a fun time when we get together. This is one of my favorite things that we get to do and our favorite times of year because March is really when tourism season gets in full swing and Main Street literally comes to life. So let's talk first about a new addition that we have inside what I call the jewel of our city, the gem of our city, the East Kentucky Expo Center, where you can go and find out lots of different things that's going on and book wonderful adventures.
Absolutely. The visitor center inside the East Kentucky Expo Center. It's right off the Main Street exit or entrance. You'll go in, it's on the left. Paul Bowles, the general manager of the Expo Center, graciously let us have some space inside there so that the thousands of people that come in for these events can first come in and see exactly what Pikeville has to offer. So it's a great benefit not only to the city but to our visitors as well.
It certainly is. I know with our regional tournament that we've had at the last few weeks at the Expo Center, thousands and thousands of people that might not get to come to our city very much have been inside the Expo Center, and I have seen a lot of people very curious about what that space is now and looking at the different items that are in there, and it's certainly going to be a great way for people who maybe have never adventured onto Zip Paddle and Saddle to go ahead and book their time.
Book their adventures there. They can also book tickets for the Expo Center there. All of our branded shirts, Pikeville shirts and koozies and things of that nature. Also, we have a little display for dueling barrels. That way you can see what they have to offer as well.
And something that you have, and it's something that we've talked about before, is a great guide, a brochure, if you will, that is available there.
Let me hold this up.
Please do, and you can flip through if you'd like to tell us exactly what's inside of that brochure.
Our visitors brochure tells everything, the history of Pikeville, Hatfield McCoy's, and also you can look on here for our events. Some of Minta's events are in here, festivals. It's a great way to find out exactly what Pikeville has to offer. It's also available on our website, visit pikeville.com, and you can download this on our app as well. So it's a great way to find out exactly what we have to offer.
It's so good. And something else that we didn't mention just a second ago where we were talking about being able to book Zip Paddle and Saddle, the RV spots that we have at Bob Amos, you can also find out information there. Update us on how that works.
A lot of people, especially away from here, when they're calling me and saying, I would like to rent a spot, they have no idea they're just $25, and these are all full hookups, which is power, water, sewer, cable TV, and Wi-Fi internet. So it's a great way to find out exactly what we have to offer, and people absolutely love to stay in our RV park because it's beautiful. Bob Amos is a beautiful place. Well,
it's such a perfect center location too. You go and you park, and you're able to do any of the activities that we have there. The YMCA is there. You can walk. You can do the trails. It is just a great location. I know a lot of people sometimes, especially around Hillbilly Days time, which we'll talk about in just a moment, that it's full. It gets booked, and people love to come stay there.
As bad as I hate to say it, I was booked. The RV park was booked for Hillbilly Days in January.
Yeah.
So yeah,
and that's a great problem to have.
It's a great problem
to
have.
Isn't it though? You mentioned our website and our app. That has been updated with all of this year's events.
All this year's events, all the way up into, I do believe, August we're up to now.
And you did mention too that your new guide, the tourism brochure, is available too.
For download on both the app and our website.
Yeah. I mentioned, March is here, and we have a lot of activities that are coming up. And one, the first holiday is St. Patrick's Day. Minta, I know that you have spearheaded a really cool and neat event to kind of kick off the spring season and celebrate St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, partnering with Andy Letton and Jimmy from City Tourism, we kind of robbed an idea from a different place, and it's called the I Run for a Beer mug. But what it does, it allows those runners or people that want to walk and participate in the very first run of the year. And we're going to start at Jenny Wiley Plaza on March the 16th at 2 o'clock. So you can go on visitpikeville.com to enter. It's a $25 entry fee. And for your entry fee, you do get this really cool green mug that you get to take to Dueling Barrels and fill with a special kind of green beer for that day. But
At a discount.
At a discount, absolutely, because you're the only one that's going to have that really cool mug if you're participated in the run. But also that day is going to be a St. Patrick's Day block party. So that's what's going to be really fun too. This is our first, and Andy and Jimmy have been working on that, and they're going to have dueling bands and some dancing and some Irish food. And you know, the whole History Foundation of Dueling Barrels and their Irish heritage kind of meshes with ours, so it's going to be fun.
Yeah, this is something that a lot of other, maybe larger cities do. I know Chicago has a huge St. Patrick's Day festival. They turn the river green and all that sort of thing. But this is something, especially with our partnership and our relationship now with Dueling Barrels, that really lends itself to what we can do. As you said, the first run of the year. Hopefully the weather will be fantastic, and we will have so many participants, and people can still register.
Oh,
for the event.
absolutely. And a lot of times the runners and the walkers wait to that day to register. So we will be set up at 12 o'clock. The run starts at 2, so you'll have plenty of time to register on site. So
Arts and craft vendors. I think the menu for that is corned beef and cabbage,
Yeah.
the traditional Irish dish. Live
You act
music.
like you've never heard of that before.
That sounds delicious to me. But Jenny Wiley's also having desserts. Also, they're having the brown derby, brown Betty. It's supposed to be a really delicious
something
dish.
Irish.
Something Irish. Yeah, and all that starts at 2 p.m.
It is going to be a lot of fun. And like I said, it is the first run of the year. We have so many runners, and we're such a fit community now. We have so many people getting active in different ways. And you don't have to be a marathon runner to take place.
Absolutely
and if you
not.
want to walk or bring strollers with the kids, it's going to be a fun time. And like you said, a lot of vendors there. Corned beef and cabbage, which
Bangers and mash. That's what I was saying.
Bangers and mash.
Bangers and mash.
Is going to be available. So certainly a great time. If you want to get registered, there's a website they can go to also now.
Yeah, visit Pikeville.com. It has a link that takes you directly to the run company that you can register there.
Absolutely. The next big event coming up, and it's certainly something that we plan for as soon as the prior festival's over with, and that's Hillbilly Days. Some changes happening this year, but still a lot of good fun. It's a week earlier.
It's a week earlier
than it normally is.
because of Easter.
Right.
We move it when Easter's on that follows that day. We have to move it back
Right.
1 week. Yeah, it's going to be really big this year. The biggest thing I think is where we're moving some of the vendors across the road on Huffman. You'll be able to more easily travel Huffman Avenue on down to Main Street. So that's a good thing because we've seen some congestion there last year.
Yeah.
Thursday night fireworks, as always, sponsored by Appalachian Wireless. Opening ceremonies at 5 p.m. at the City Park. Shriners will open that up. Jimmy Kinney and that.
And that will be on the 11th on Thursday.
Correct.
Okay.
The 11th on Thursday. Stump speeches are set for Saturday at 10 a.m. at the courthouse. Parade, you can register online now for the parade, so make sure you do that at pikevilleky.gov. Let's see, parade starts at 2 p.m. Concert at the Expo Center, Travis Tritt, Marshall Tucker, and the Cadillac 3. Saturday, doors will open at 7 p.m. That's going to be a huge concert, so if you've got tickets, make sure you're there early to be able to get in.
Yeah. Now, are tickets still available?
Tickets are still available
Okay.
to Appalachian Wireless box office. Trolley service this year. It's going to run every 30 minutes. Drop offs at Huffman Avenue, entrance at the Expo Center. Our pickup locations, we've added one this year. Kentucky Department of Transportation, Pikeville High School, Pikeville Farmers Market, and the Town and Country Shopping Center.
Oh, so more spaces for people to go park. That's a wonderful offering,
Oh
too.
my God, I cannot stress enough that you really need to use one of these parking spots because it's so much easier. And you know, with the thousands of people that we have coming to town, it's going to make it easier for you getting in and out.
Absolutely. And all of this will be available on our website, so people can check it
Absolutely.
out. It'll
Yes,
be on
ma'am.
your Facebook pages.
Visit
It's-
pikeville.com.
Yeah, always a great location to go to. And the last thing that's going to happen,
Can I add something to that,
You
Jill,
may.
during that for Hillbilly Days? The city and Main Street is also, we'll say invited, but we kind of reached out to a national artist that's going to be here during Hillbilly Days. And the name of his business is called RC, A-R-C-Y. I don't know his name. We just call him RC, but he is so talented. We're very excited about that. I saw him in Kansas City, and he travels all through the United States and places during festivals especially. He'll be here all 3 days, and he'll be working on it's 3 panels, 8 by 12, so a total of those three together, or if we choose to do them separate. Something to do with history for our town. But the cool thing is he does all this with spray cans of paint. It's so cool.
And we can watch this
You
happen.
can watch this happen and just art
And
come
do
to
you know where
life
he's
during
going
those
to be
times.
set up?
We are still working on a location, and we want it to be very visible,
Mm-hmm.
and so people can see, and we're really proud of that. So I'm excited about that.
So
Going to
this
be a
is
lot
the
of fun.
project I was telling you about that we're going to set the time-lapse camera up.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
that you can actually see the progress that this man makes. It's absolutely phenomenal.
It's going to be a lot of fun to
Oh,
watch.
yes.
And
All
don't
right.
forget, we have a world champion arm wrestler coming in. Are you
Travis
gonna-
Badgett.
are
Is
you
that
going
a,
to-
oh, I thought that was Jimmy.
he is going to be his victim. How about that?
I am the only person in Pikeville that's beaten him so far.
You are.
I am the only person.
I can't imagine that he'd let that happen.
He let that happen, yes.
Yeah, we'll talk a lot about Hillbilly Days coming up over the next few weeks as we prepare. But I do know one thing that's coming up that we really, really want to talk about for people to get pre-registered for is their dinner and why. And June will be here before we know it.
Absolutely. And, we want to say save the date, and I thought, gosh, it's past save the date. It's almost already here.
Yeah.
So June the 15th, which is the second Saturday in June, we are having our annual dinner in white. This is our 4th year. So this year, instead of having a rain date and people have to, reschedule or change the babysitter or something like that, we're having it that evening at the expo if it rains. And I think the expo is also maybe planning on a after party to where we'll have maybe some brunch or something to go on like that afterwards. So if you're not ready to go home because you've got that night for the babysitter, she's going to stay all night, and it's just a wonderful time as couples, to come out, or singles, and dance, and it's just such a good thing, and it's a fundraiser. And some of the murals downtown that you see, those have been paid for by Pikeville Main Street and the city of Pikeville with the benefits from that.
One of the most beautiful events that
I
I
agree.
believe that I have ever seen. Traveled a lot of different places for their events, but it is one of the most spectacular events that we have. It's absolutely gorgeous. This year it will be happening rain or shine.
Absolutely.
So if you want to go ahead and contact Minta to get registered, they can do that also.
They can, and ticket sales will be posted on our website the 1st of April.
Tell everybody where they can find information about Main Street as we close.
At PikevilleMainStreet.com.
And on Facebook.
Yep, Facebook, yeah.
Yeah. You all love your Facebook pages, and it's a great place to go find out everything. Jimmy, you have your app, and visit Pikeville.com.
Absolutely.
And don't forget, if you're out and about and you are looking for things to do, it is the spring season. So stop inside the Expo Center at your convenience. Check out the Visitor Center, get you a guide, and schedule your events, because it will get booked fast.
It will get booked fast, and it's very easy to do.
Absolutely. Guys, thanks so much for your time. Always wonderful information. And as we mark our calendars for the next few months, I know that you all will keep us completely updated on everything that's going on.
Thank you, Jill.
Thanks for joining us for This is Pikeville. We appreciate you watching.